So this is going to be our second video of us demonstrating how to digitize this image. If you remember, if you haven't seen the first one, or if you remember the first one, I'm going to hide the duplicate layer, and this is how we ended up with our satin outline. And now we're going to show you how to route the stitch order and jump stitch stroke so that it stitches as one image. The only difference will be the nose, because it is not connected to any other image or any other satin stitch. So we're going to start right here, and I'm going to use my selector tool, and I am going to or if you want to use a node tool, that would be fine too. We're going to select our stitch order where we want to start the sequence of the sew out and where we're going to end. So this will be our first one, second, third, fourth, fifth, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I'm going to skip that other one. Now we're going to come back to that one. Here, here, here. We're going to do the mouth, then the end of this smile. Come back here. This one, this one. We'll do the outline of the spot, and then last but not least, and in the order that we selected, we're going to go to extension Inkstitch, and in edit we're going to go to restack objects in the order of selection. Okay, and then the nose, it'll sew out last, or you can make it sew out first. So with all of that selected, we're going to go to visualize and export, and go to the simulator. And you're going to see it sews out in the order, but not necessarily the direction we want it to. But it is the right sewing order. So now what we need to do is make sure we're stitching in the right direction. So with those, we're just going to grab 3 or 4 at a time. We'll go to Inkstitch and params. Okay. And all of those are sewn in the right order. We're going to add a center walkway while we're at it. Okay, apply and quit. All right, now this will be the next one. And here, let's go here. We'll grab 4 of them. Extensions, Inkstitch, params. Okay, so this second stitch out is going to be, we're going to change we're going to reverse the path on it. Okay, we'll hit apply and quit. We'll grab just that one and go to path, reverse. Okay, and so what will happen now is, let's grab this and just to illustrate what's going on. Okay, if I turn on the jumps, you're going to see a jump, but we're going to fix that in a minute. Actually, we can, while we have them selected, we can do that right now. Let's go to Inkstitch, tool stroke, jump stitch to stroke. Hit apply and close, and we can select that jump stitch. There, you see it there. We're going to narrow that down to about 0.2 millimeters, and we want it to sew underneath our satin stitch. So we're going to use our nodes tool. We're going to select the two end nodes by selecting the segment and adding a node in the middle. We're going to deselect and we'll move that under here. We will curve this around here and we will curve this around there. So now, actually let's do this because we need to grab that path. Let's view it now. We'll do the simulator, and now those should sew out with no jump in it. Okay, very good. It's exactly what we want. So now I'm just going to go around and I'm going to just speed this video up, and I'm going to make all the adjustments that we just did to the rest of this design. So I've selected all of my jump strokes and we're going to narrow them down. Okay, now we're going to go in and make our adjustments with our nodes tool so that they're sewing underneath the satin stitch. Let's run our simulator again. Now you can see it's stitched out in a continuous stitch except for the jump between the tail and the nose. So thanks for watching.